Hi, this is Zach from Docusoft, and today I'm going to be showing you our new practice app that we build for accountancy firms for their clients to download. It's a self-serve application, so your client can view information about you with useful links and blogs, etc. So if I jump into one that we built, a Docusoft one we built, just to give you a view, this can be all changed to look like your company. It would have your own company name, your own company colors, and these buttons. So for instance, the business news calculators, all of these buttons can be changed as well. We give you a minimum of 10, and you can add more if you want them. And each of those will link to somewhere like your website or to your YouTube channel or wherever you want them to link to. So if I jump to a customer's one, and then I'll talk you through that. So we've got Glover Stanbury's app. So on here, we've created them any button that they desire, and we link it to any cloud software they've got or any web page that they would like. So for instance, the top one there, they've got their blog, and it jumps to their blog on their website, so their client can view their blog from this application. They've also got business tools and calculators. So this is their breakdown analysis, business tools, cash flow forecasting for their clients to use. They've got calculators on there for their clients to work out information for themselves. They've got a contact us button, so you press on that and it jumps to the web page, to Glover Stanbury's web page, where it's their contact us page. They have it linked up to important dates, and so it's showing all the important dates that throughout the year for them. They have it linked so that if you click on their Meet Us button, it will take you to show each person of that company who works at the company. They got a mileage tracker on there. And then they've got any software, any cloud software applications that they're using. For instance, they use Receipt Bank, and if their client has got Receipt Bank installed on their phone, it'll jump to Receipt Bank. Or if they don't, then it'll take you to log in on Receipt Bank's website. But it will link to any cloud software they want. So, for instance, if you were using Calendly or any other scheduling tool like that, you could have book a meeting as a tab. They press on that and it takes them to your Calendly scheduler, and they can pick out some time to book in with you to make that meeting. So the possibilities are endless. You can have anything that you desire, and we would just create that for you and link it to wherever you want it. So whether that's linking to a YouTube channel, your web page, whatever you want, that's there on this application for you. So this is what we would build for you. So that's the standard build that we can do. If you're using our CloudFiler software as well, and our CloudFiler is a document management solution, secure portal, and practice manager, then we can actually link it to that as well. So if I go back into our Docusoft practice app, you'll see at the top here I've got my details. So if we look on these arrows, you'll see that I'm logged in, and I'm actually logged in as James Hill, which is one of my demo clients. So if I go on the My Details page, it's got all of James's information that's sat in our practice manager. So he can view the information that I have on him, and he can update it. So he can update or edit his address or copy his address from here. And then any other information we've got in there. So we've got quite a few tabs of information in our practice app. For instance, if I look at accounts and returns details, it would have all of his accounts, period end dates, etc. We can either have it so he can view this information, or he can edit this information. And when I'll show you later on in our cloud how you can set it up from our practice app for what they can see in this app and what they can actually edit or view from this application. Any dates you can also have set up. So accounts period end, for instance, you can have that date set up so that when they sign in to this application, it will automatically pull all these dates into their calendar on their phone to remind them of certain important dates that you want them to see. You can also inform them about tax liabilities through here, so you can have tabs with what they're going to owe, and that sort of thing, so they know they can come in and see that information for themselves. So again, it's very much self-serve for them, so that they've got one place to go to get all of that information. Also, they're using our portal. If you're using our portal, they can see anything that you've sent to them, any documents you've sent to them through here. They can send documents securely back to you from this application, and they'll be able to approve documents from here as well. So it's giving them a full view of everything that you'd need them to have just via one application on their phone. Now I'm going to jump into the CloudFiler application and show you how you can verify their information when they sign up for the application, and also to show you where you can change things so that they can either view or edit information. Now I've logged in to our admin site, which is our mydocusoft.co.uk site on our CloudFiler. So this is all, as I say, cloud-based. So I've gone into a browser, gone into mydocusoft.co.uk, I've logged in. I'm then going to click on references, so going into my clients. So this is the practice manager, but this is on the admin side. Our actual site where you'd be using the practice manager would be mydocusoft.com. But from here, if I just click on any client, and then I can go to configuration up here, and I can add user-defined fields. So they're all those bits that you saw within the application that the client could edit their details in. So if I go on to configuration, I've got CRM UDFs, and these were all of the tabs that they could see of information about themselves. So if we look at the accounts and returns details, and I look at account period end, so we created account period end user defined field, and you can see here it's ticked for client view. So that means they can view that information within the practice app, and it's also clicked for client edit, so they can update that information via the practice app as well. So each time you create a user-defined field, you can choose whether your client, if they have the practice app, can view or edit that information. So there's certain things you don't want them to be able to see. You just wouldn't have them ticked on either of these. And then if there's something that you wanted them to view, just view, you'd only have the view one ticked for view, or if you want them to be able to edit as well, you have view and edit, so they can do all of that. So if I jump to our mydocusoft.com site, so I'll just jump into there and log in. On this main screen is where you can see any of your practice app users. So if I scroll down to the very bottom of this main screen, I've got my practice app users here, and I'm just going to refresh the screen here so I get all the information's up to date. And I can view anyone who's downloaded my application and signed in. And if they've not been validated, so they've signed up and I haven't validated them yet, you'll have this little, in the is validate part, you'll have a button. So if I press that, it would validate them so they can start seeing information, or it will add them to your practice manager as a new client if they're not already in here. So if their email's already in here, then it will pick them up as a client. They'll have a client reference next to them, and then you can validate them and they can start seeing information about themselves and editing or updating it. If they're not in here already and they're actually a new prospective client who's downloaded it, when you validate it, it will give them access to the app, and it will also it will take this information and put it into the practice manager for you to start working on it within the practice manager. From here, I can allow them to share info or unallow them to share info by ticking or unticking on this one. And so it just gives you a full view of anyone who's downloaded the app, anyone new, and then you need to validate them and then allow that information to be shown for them. And that's our practice application and how it will interact with our CloudFiler software. Thank you very much for watching.